On the other hand, you see lots of people in the race fighting up, exerting a lot of energy, but we say they're going nowhere. They're hardly covering grounds. And that's a reality. It's not only happening on the tracks. The Qur'an tells us, هل أدلكم على الأخسرين أعمالا. The Prophet was asked to tell the human society, هل أدلكم على الأخسرين أعمالا. Shall I guide you to the big time losers in life? Shall I tell you who are the big time losers in life? Shall I tell you about the people who are full in activity but are big time losers in life? الذين ضل سعيهم في الحياة الدنيا. It is in relation to those people whose exertions are misdirected. They're full of energy, but there's no results. And they are thinking, يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا. And they're thinking, they're imagining, they're conceptualizing, they're assuming, there's conjecture all over them, they're doing great works. Because it's all up here. Because great works, you don't have to think about it, you will behold it. You want to know your works, and if I want to know my works, it's not what I think is good and great, and is what you think is good and great, or you or I assume, or I guess or you guess. There's no room for guesses with guidance and life. There is no room for conjecture when it comes to living. There is no room for assumption. There is no room for baseless perception, because al-Islamu haqq. Islam is not only the truth, it's reality. And reality is most practical. You don't have to go on Mount Everest to find reality. Reality in your life is the mathematics of your life. Reality in my life is what the numbers in my life add up to. That's the mathematics. So the Prophet was commanded to tell the people, don't become a big time loser who's always busy. You look at most of people today in society, what we are very busy. What we're busy about? Ask us what we're busy about. Most of all, we are generally busy in the wrong direction. Because if we're really busy with spouses and children, we'll be enhancing them, right? If we're busy with ourselves, we'll be enhancing ourselves. But we're busy like many others are busy, and they don't produce much lofty results. And this great, mighty messenger was commanded not to busy his life in such a way that his life does not produce the fruits. And his family and his community were given the same message. So the bottom line is, you can be a mirror for me. Because no human being is perfect. And no human being is an island unto himself. And perhaps I too can be a mirror for you. So what kind of image do you like to see in somebody else? A decadent image? A stagnated image? A backward image? An ignorant image? You like to see an image that is far loftier, more progressive, more meaningful, more enlightening. And me too, that's what I like to see. So this prophet was told, don't follow the whims and fancies of your community. Don't follow the whims and fancies of the people who claim they're in touch with divine loftiness. And as I told you, if you know the history of the Arabs, like all people, religion was always existing. You go and study the social encyclopedias that you can put your hand on, and you will find no society was free from religion. They always had religion, but they didn't always have guidance. That's the difference. Religion is man-made. Guidance is divine. You can't fight and fool around with that. There's an acid test to establish if I am guided or you're guided. The results will always speak louder than the claim. And the results, you don't have to wait till you're dead to see it. The results, you're seeing it right here. So this prophet was told, if you follow the guesses, the conjectures, the assumptions, the baseless lifestyles of these people, whether they be your kith or kin, your uncle or your aunt or whoever, you will be among those who are considered zalim. And a zalim is somebody who's an oppressor, is somebody who's an exploiter, is somebody who lives in darkness, in gloominess, in depression, in stagnation, in backwardness, when there is every opportunity to live in a state of nur, in a state of enlightenment. It's like you see somebody going and pick up food from the garbage, or drinking unhealthy, unsafe water, or putting on clothing that are full of pollution, or builds a house and leave his roof open. You would think he's crazy. What if somebody look at you and me from the standpoint of the Qur'an and they see this is how we operate in life? What kind of perception do you think they'll have? So this beloved prophet was not somebody who came and delivered a message and was told not to follow it. So his first challenge was to ensure that he does not follow the whims and fancies of society. The Qur'an also made it very clear to him that in the preparation of himself for this gigantic role, he needs to take note of a few things. And the Qur'an reflects for us in chapter 16, verse 123. ثُمَّ أَوْحَيْنَا إِلَيْكَ. After talking about Prophet Ibrahim, and he was the mighty messenger, from whom even Prophet Mohammed had to pattern himself. Prophet Mohammed had to learn from him and had to follow his footsteps. So here's what the Quran says. ثُمَّ أَوْحَيْنَا إِلَيْكَ. And in the common language, thereafter, then, we reveal unto you. And ittabi', that you should pursue, that you should follow, that you should emulate. Millata Ibrahim, the order that Abraham established. Hanifa, ensuring that you don't in any way mentally, figuratively, or physically prostrate to any of the human gods of society. And this society, like any society of the world, is full of human gods. Study the Quran and you will understand. You want to know how they are human gods? Look at the social system of any society. Look at the political system. Look at the economic system. Look at the educational system. Look at the so-called religious system, and you will see all the human gods controlling them. Because anytime you and I submit to the God of the universe, then we don't become a slave to any human being. and we don't allow another